Hello, my name is Maxine Samone. My company's name is A Touch of Venus. I'm here to share a touch of Venus with you. I messed up the intro. We're going to keep moving forward. We didn't even light the incense. I just wanted to hop on here because I'm feeling really good after my shower. I feel moisturized. I feel rested, even though Spirit has been prompting me to rest more. But I feel like also I don't feel drained doing these videos either. So we're on here to share some more downloads that I got in the shower about rest, beauty, self-care, all of those things. Because I was just thinking like how great I feel when I do all of these things, you know? And how good it feels to I put leave-in conditioner in my hair, right? I did my little body scrub. I took my time with my face routine, especially now that my sister brought me some new face products, right? I put eye cream on. I put some honey-infused hair oil in my hair. And I was just like, wow, this feels so good. But then I started to think about the depth of taking care of yourself, and it's so much deeper than just getting beauty products. But I was thinking about even those times where I have got the beauty products and then I wouldn't even want to use them because I didn't want to waste them, quote unquote, or I didn't want to use them too often, or it was just such a scarcity mindset, you know what I'm saying? Or I've even seen the Hood Healer. She used to go on live and talk about the perfumes and stuff that she gets, and I love seeing her live her best life, you know? I find that inspiring. But she was talking about how when you're up leveling and you're getting into a new level of abundance, and then you go and get the same damn products, and I was just like, facts. Why do we keep ourselves in this level of abundance when we use the things, do the things, stop holding yourself back even from the stuff that you have to use, you know what I'm saying? But even past that, I was just thinking how good I feel when I fully moisturize. After I got out the shower, I use a lavender oil. I have a little dropper, and it has Dr. Teal's oil. I refilled it, but I had originally had a dropper with some other, oh no, it was a pom pom oil, you know what I'm saying? But I ran out of that, and so I just put my Dr. Teal's lavender oil in there now, and I use that on my skin before I put lotion on. I mix both, and it makes me feel so soft, you know? And I was just thinking, there was a hesitation. There was one slight second where I was just I don't feel like doing that. And I was like, the devil is a lie, because why would I want to feel ashy? You know what I'm saying? And it brought me on this whole thought process around taking care of yourself and what that means to each person individually, and the concept of beauty, and also resting, and as that being a part of your routine, your beauty routine, you know? And it just made me start thinking about those things, and I was just curious as to what Spirit wanted to add to that conversation, especially as we're going into Venus and Scorpio and increasing our attraction. I find this so funny because I'm doing this in a fucking gray t-shirt, but this is what I feel the most comfortable in when I have you know what I'm saying? I have my hair pulled back. What Drake say? Something about no makeup, sweats on, something like that. But that's when you're the prettiest. I hope you don't take it wrong. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's about you feeling beautiful, you embodying, you know, self-love, self-care, all of those things. But yeah, moisturize your skin. And I just thought about just how the skin is the largest organ in the body, right? Or on the body, I guess, covering the body. And how water is so imperative to our healing journey, helps us move through so many things, and how adding moisture to our skin like there has to be some kind of correlation there. Like I feel like there's a metaphor there. I just don't, my brain isn't going that deep right now, but you get what I'm saying. Hello, how are you doing? How's your evening? But yeah, I'm kind of just wanting to see what comes out with the cards. This will be posted on YouTube. If you can't stay for the whole live, I appreciate you for being here, even the little time that you do spend. If you are seeing this on YouTube in the future, thank you for spending time with me. If you can like, share, subscribe to the video or to the channel. You know, I'm going to get my words together one day. But let's see. I feel like with this, I was starting a thought on Venus and Scorpio. I saw something about, I saw another creator talking about magnetism and attraction. Oh, your magnetism is connected to your intensity, which felt like very much Venus and Scorpio. And I feel like that's gonna kind of come out in the reading. I feel like desire, beauty, all these like really attractive things, like grounding, what feels like grounding the siren energy. That's an interesting image to think about. It's almost like, ooh, it makes me think of the Little Mermaid. It makes me think of the Little Mermaid and how she wants to be on land. It's like grounding the siren energy. But to be on land, she had to trade in her voice. Interesting. But then I feel like what can you say with your intensity without having to say a thing? With your beauty, with your, you know what I'm saying? You get the train of thought that I'm going down. I'm gonna try my best to stay in camera, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a bra on, so I'm kind of going like this. We do have Neptune popping out already, so that does have to do with the sea, you know, already. So that does have to do with the sea, you know. Let's see, collective messages. What direction are we going with this read? See, you know. Let's see, collective messages. What direction are we going with this reading, Spirit? Void of Course Moon missing in the reverse. Virgo, I analyze. Oop, and there's something hidden underneath Virgo. Fourth house roots in the reverse. Come in. Yes. Fourth house roots in the reverse. Come in. Yes. Okay. Hey, thank you. Yes, but hey, Xavier, you do this on purpose. I know you do. Go take a shower. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Boys. Not just boys. He wants a little bit of attention, you know? And that's okay. We all need that sometimes. So then we have lunar eclipse change falling out. First house body. So I do feel like there is a transformation happening on a physical level. So I do feel like there is a transformation happening on a physical level. This Virgo is really standing out to me because we are still in Virgo season. This Virgo is really standing out to me because we are still in Virgo season. Virgo kind of talks about purity. Maybe getting to the pure essence of you and really reason. Virgo kind of talks about purity. Maybe getting to the pure essence of you and really leaning into that intensity. You know, there's a very thin line, and that very thin line is Libra between Virgo and Scorpio. And actually there is Oh, I see 444, 4444, 4 4s. Okay. There's a whole 44444, 4 4s. Okay. There's a whole theory. I can't like cite it, so that's why I'm saying it's not truth or whatever, but I've heard several times that the old zodiac, a whole theory. I can't like cite it, so that's why I'm saying it's not truth or whatever, but I've heard several times that the old zodiac, the order of the zodiac, did not include, but I've heard several times that the old zodiac, the order of the zodiac, did not include Libra at one point. It was just Virgo, then Scorpio. Virgo was the judge, Scorpio was the judgment. You know what I'm saying? The consequence. Scorpio was the consequence, and they needed a judgment between the judge and the consequence. Scorpio was the consequence, and they needed a judgment between the judge and the consequence, you know? So Libra then emerged. That's one story. But the judge and the consequence, you know? So Libra then emerged. That's one story. But and I mean, that's an interesting take too, because it brings me to how Libra is so connected to beauty and aesthetics. And that also, you know, like I said, Libra represented to beauty and aesthetics. And that also, you know, like I said, Libra represents the judgment. It also represents attraction, you know, and like what you're attracted to. It represents that relationship house and soul contracts and what you're attracted to, why you're attracted to it. You are in this, I don't feel so much a middle space. Well, kind of, because we are dealing with eclipse energy. We see this here with the lunar eclipse. But it feels like in this middle space, you kind of get to redefine so much a middle space. Well, kind of, because we are dealing with eclipse energy. We see this here with the lunar eclipse. But it feels like in this middle space, you kind of get to redefine who you're attracting by grounding who you're attracting by grounding a high, like, through your beauty, okay? A high, like, through your beauty, okay? And it feels like you need to get to the purest essence of it. Ooh, and that makes me think of two, I just got chills. That makes me think of two, and it feels like you need to get to the purest essence of it. Ooh, and that makes me think of two, I just got chills. That makes me think of two, when you're making like a tincture or something, when you're like, I was just listening to this video that was talking about a cauldron. It was talking about this goddess or something. Video that was talking about a cauldron. It was talking about this goddess or something. Video that was talking about a cauldron. It was talking about this goddess or something. She uses a cauldron, but she was talking about how the cauldron invites the heat of the flame while all these other ingredients are mixing together to create this potent tincture. But it won't be potent if it's not being mixed, you know, and vigilantly poured into, and vigilantly poured into, and vigilantly poured into, cooking this, you know, creating this tincture, and the essence of fire into cooking this, you know, creating this tincture, and the essence of fire underneath it is what brings it all together. The heat creates the tincture. Does that make sense? So it feels like through this intensity with Venus and Scorpio, you may be concocting. So it feels like through this intensity with Venus and Scorpio, you may be concocting a new identity. And this may also change, not only are you changing on a vibrational level, like a frequency level, but you are grounding, I feel like you're most attractive, a new identity. And this may also change, not only are you changing on a vibrational level, like a frequency level, but you are grounding, I feel like you're most attractive, the most attractive version, a new identity. And this may also change, not only are you changing on a vibrational level, like a frequency level, but you are grounding, I feel like you're most attractive, the most attractive version of yourself, or experimenting with the most self. Okay. Let me just double check. TikTok like the fuck with me. Yes, disclose live content that I'm promoting my own brand. Okay. Let me just double check. Interrupt my thing. You can't be found on live for 10 minutes. My own brand. Okay. Because it likes to interrupt my thing. You can't be found on live for 10 minutes. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you. But let's see. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you. But let's see. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you. But let's see. Okay. Sorry, my eye's itching. So we're going to get into the rest of this collective message. I'm going to try to make it pretty quick and dirty, you know. I find it interesting that pretty quick and dirty, you know. I find it interesting that these topics, we have a ring kind of popping out here, but it kind of fell out in a mess. So a commitment of some sorts. I find it interesting that I'm talking about all these topics and I chose to come on. So a commitment of some sorts. I find it interesting that I'm talking about all these topics and I chose to come on. So a commitment of some sorts. I find it interesting that I'm talking about all these topics and I chose to come on here. And I'm not feeling any type of way about it. I just find it interesting because I feel there was a point in my life where I would not go on the stream. So I feel there was a point in my life where I would not go on the stream. So I feel there was a point in my life where I would not go on the stream. Some little you know, I do have those and I have my nails done, but as far as like my skin, my makeup routine, some little you know, I do have those and I have my nails done, but as far as like my skin, my makeup routine, my hair, like these are things that like I would not be seen with some little you know, I do have those and I have my nails done, but as far as like my skin, my makeup routine, my hair, like these are things that like I would not be seen without certain things together because of how I felt about myself, you know. And now that has shifted and I'm working on my own self-concept and how I choose to identify and what I deem valuable and important, I don't mind getting on here and choose to identify and what I deem valuable and important. I don't mind getting on here and choose to identify and what I deem valuable and important. I don't mind getting on here and sharing with you guys this way, or even walking out the house looking however I look. You know what I'm saying? Like literally talking about beauty and the depth of attraction and all these things in a gray t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? The irony. And sharing with you guys this way, or even walking out the house looking however I look. You know what I'm saying? Like literally talking about beauty and the depth of attraction and all these things in a gray t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? The irony. But let's see. We have the warrior. The irony. But let's see. We have the warrior. We have the heart in the underworld in the box. Damn. We have the heart in the underworld in the box. Damn. It's the fourth house. The kiss. OMG. It's the fourth house. The kiss. OMG. House, the kiss, OMG, 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 yeah, it looks like we're getting into, feels like a love reading. This may include, we had the ring pop out. I think that this collective might have planted a seed. We did have the seed come out here through a... This may include... We had the ring pop out. I think that this collective might have planted a seed. We did have the seed come out here through a prayer. I think that this collective might have planted a seed. We did have the seed come out here through a prayer. This labyrinth or somebody... This labyrinth or somebody specifically. So, and then we have the heart here. It feels like the Virgo, it's giving kind of like, and then we have the heart here. It feels like the Virgo, it's giving kind of like, you said it's freezing. Hold on, let me turn the Wi-Fi off. Okay, hopefully that will work better. I was saying that we have a warrior showing up, and it feels like they have the key to the labyrinth of your heart space. This is feeling like a love reading. It feels like this collective might have prayed about something, thought about somebody, was inviting somebody in, finally surrendering to your journey when it comes to love, and allowing the divine to kind of step in. And it feels like somebody is coming to retrieve your heart from the underworld. This is kind of giving Persephone Hades too. I don't know if you've ever heard of that story, but not so much I don't know, kind of. I'm not getting so much Persephone Hades as much. No, it kind of is. Because there is like this purity thing, and then she was the daughter of spring, and then we had Persephone kidnap her, or however you choose to interpret the story. He kidnapped her, he stole her, he did all these things to her in the underworld. But I mean, the story goes that she chose to stay there because she fell in love. So I feel like there's a falling in love with your shadow. There's this heat that is kind of brewing, this unique tincture of like love for yourself and all parts of yourself, releasing the shame around certain aspects of yourself. And I feel like the Hood Healer also said, she said in a reading some months ago, one specific quote that stood out to me was, that man that you were calling a demon was not a fucking demon. That was your reflection. And that shit stuck with me because it hit home. I'm not even gonna lie, it did hit home. And I feel like now through certain self-reflection, my hands just got hot again. And then we have here the kiss, holding hands in the underworld, the roots in reverse, literally the underworld. Look at all these roots. You guys fell in love in a fucking mess, you know what I'm saying? And I think that is, look at all these roots. You guys fell in love in a fucking mess, you know what I'm saying? And I think that is weirdly sweet, because there is such potency in being able to see one another's shadows and still come to a place of self-acceptance, or acceptance of both of each other, but also through reflecting and accepting yourself. You know, whether you actually have a relationship or not, this is such a beautiful process. You said that you want a private reading? Yes. If you want to send me a message, or let me see, what time is it? When I'm done with this collective, I can hop back on here and we can do it on here, or you can send me a message and we can arrange something. Just let me know. You can drop it in the comments, whatever works for you, and we can like work together on that. But yeah, I feel like I heard, what's that other Rihanna song? We found love in a hopeless place. Is it a hopeless place? We found love in a Yes, this feel, and I just got chills. So it feels like you guys met each other's shadows first, and you had to learn to love your own shadow. But there are parts of you, maybe behaviors that you played out during this relationship that you didn't want to accept about yourself, and or behaviors that you saw about them that you did not want to accept. Not saying that you have to accept anybody's behavior, but also reflecting on that relationship. They were a direct reflection of some of your deepest wounds. They triggered some of your deepest wounds. And I think that you might have just had this realization, because we have lunar eclipse, we have the seed and the prayer. And I feel like there was a breakthrough moment, and you're like, oh shit, that might be my person for real. that might be them, you know? And I feel like this has made you reflect so deeply, and it's made you, I feel like there's been a lot of feelings coming up around, just a lot of feelings, you know? It feels like you've been dealing with a lot of feelings, this collective. Actually, I don't feel called to use this deck right now. I want to use the traditional gold tarot. Let's use the gold shinies, because I feel like you guys are moving out of a dark space into a golden era. I feel like there's going to be more love. I feel like there's going to be more honesty. I feel like there's going to be more acceptance. I was just saying to a wish fulfilled. I feel like I was just saying to my sister that what a beautiful thing it is to have someone that is willing to see you in your mess and is willing to transform with you. A lot of partnerships, we get into partnerships and it's like one person has the urge to change, but then they feel like if they change, they risk losing this person. They hold themselves back. You guys change at different times and this person doesn't support you. Thank you for the follow. But a lot of relationships can be used as crutches and not as a tool for transformation. And how beautiful is it to have somebody actually witness you in your rawness and accept you and also want to change with you. That's so fucking rare. You know what I'm saying? That's so rare. It's like battle of egos, you know, like it's a battle of egos rather than going into the underworld together and experiencing ego death, you know. And sometimes we have to do that by ourselves, you know. A lot of people have to do that by themselves. But to have a partner that witnessed maybe a darker part of your life or vice versa, and to I guess, go through the fire, whether together or not, and come back renewed. You know what I'm saying? Come back potent, more attractive. You know what I'm saying? Sexier, smarter, wiser. Like, that's what I'm saying. To have your heart broken, but find value in your heartbreak and use it as fuel, as your potency, as your power. That's rare. It's very rare. What did I say? Oh, let me cover them up. They're naked. The Lovers. Oh, thank you. I just got your Cash App. Yes. I didn't see. So you want to do it on live? We can do it on live. I'm going to hop on, because I'm going to save this to YouTube. So I'm going to finish this collective reading, and then I will get right back on, because I'm going to save this to YouTube. So I'm going to finish this collective reading, and then I will get right back on live, and we'll do your personal. That won't be posted. It'll just be for me and you, you know. On live, and we'll do your personal. That won't be posted. It'll just be for me and you, you know. But yes, we have the Lovers. Egos. The egos. And then this is clarifying the Warrior. Why don't we fight for love rather than fighting for our, you know, our stance, our pride, our, how we chose to identify? You know what I'm saying? You get my number? Okay, perfect. I didn't see that part. I just got the notification. But yes, I will text you then. You know what I'm saying? You get my number? Okay, perfect. I didn't see that part. I just got the notification. But yes, I will text you then. And then Knight of Pentacles. Oh, there was something hidden. Notification. But yes, I will text you then. And then Knight of Pentacles. Oh, there was something hidden. Knight of Pentacles. And then Two of Swords. Something that you didn't see is that, or that maybe you don't see right now, is that there is progress. There is forward movement in this connection, even though you may not even feel like you got a connection right now. For real, for real. Like I said, your heart is kind of stuck in this underworld place. And I feel like this person is the only one. I feel like they know you on a very, like, they pay attention to detail, you know, because we have this clarifying Virgo. They know you, you know. And I feel like this makes you uncomfortable sometimes. But I don't think you've had somebody, like, see you in that way, which can make you very uncomfortable. But I feel like at this stage in your life, you're more accepting of that. It's actually very sweet to have somebody study you and know you that well, you know. But it feels like there is forward progress, there is forward movement. This is a very slow moving night though, so this has probably been a journey. This is, especially when we have the Mountain on the bottom of the deck, you know. It's giving struggle a little bit, but not struggle. We just talked about how beautiful the connection is and how beautiful the lessons are, but it's giving, this has been a journey, you know. We have the Wheel of Fortune popping out. So I do feel like the wheel is kind of turning in you guys' favor. We have, this is clarifying the Kiss. This is upright reverse. So this is, I keep saying over and over in these readings, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. The Wheel of Fortune. This is giving, though, that this is, it's giving a new start. It's giving a new beginning. Ace of Wands, you know. But also this is clarifying fourth house roots in reverse. So it's like, I feel like everything had to be uprooted. Because you both of y'all's hearts got buried in the underworld, and you guys had to really learn how to love your own shadows. Rooted. because you both of y'all's hearts got buried in the underworld, and you guys had to really learn how to love your own shadows. This probably was done individually, and now it's like spirit is like, okay, time to uproot. It's time to uproot, like get the heart out of the mud, you know what I'm saying, and like shake it off, shake all the dirt and all that gunk off of the roots, you know. And we're gonna bring it, and literally this makes so much sense, we're gonna plant it somewhere else, the seed in the prayer. We're going to plant it somewhere else. We're going to plant it in a more fruitful foundation. Plant it somewhere else, the seed in the prayer. We're going to plant it somewhere else. We're going to plant it in a more fruitful foundation. And then we have the Three of Wands and the King of Cups. Not only were we going to plant it, but we're going to water it. Because I feel like you guys are both in a very emotionally stable place. So now you guys have the tools and resources available to you, communication skills, emotional awareness, to actually work in. The Devil in reverse, you guys defeated. You guys are defeating your own limitations. You guys are not afraid of your shadows. You guys can sit in the shadows. Not only can you sit in the shadows yourself, but you can sit in them together. I love this for you. So we have you are in your mastery, and so I feel like there's forward movement in this connection, even though you may not see it in the physical right now, you know. What else does the collective need to know? It popped out again, Three of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Maybe this person is working together. Was saying in the Knight of Cups. Maybe this person is working together. I was just saying in the in a reading I did earlier today, and there was another energy of reconciliation that this person could be planning something to show their growth. So maybe this is also why this is taking a little bit of time. Yeah, because they want to give to you. Obviously this is a card of reciprocity too, but obviously this is a card of reciprocity too, but I feel like they want to just kind of get you alone so that you guys can really discuss things. I don't feel like this person, I feel like they want to just kind of get you alone so that you guys can really discuss things. I don't feel like this person would be satisfied with or like maybe they would be satisfied with or like maybe they would obviously maybe initiate some conversation or something, like through a phone call, text message, blah blah blah. But I'm not getting obviously maybe initiate some conversation or something, like through a phone call, text message, blah blah blah. But I'm not getting and as I say that, Page of Pentacles in reverse, it's not a small gesture. They're planning something that is going to make an impact, that's going to really put like their foot in the ground. Yeah, Seven of Wands in reverse. It's like they want to make a claim, but they don't want it to be too aggressive. They want it to be like received, you know. So right now they're working on something. Ooh. They're working on something. They're putting a plan together. Right now, all you need to do is prepare yourself. Nine of Pentacles, continue taking care of yourself, stay on your workout routine, keep, making yourself feel good about yourself, continue building, your legacy, pouring into yourself. You have the Ace, making yourself feel good about yourself, continue building, your legacy, pouring into yourself. You have the Ace of Cups. Really make sure that you are in the place to receive this love if this is what you choose to do. If you choose to reconcile, I do feel like that's all they want you to be able to do is receive. I feel like they're working really hard to put something together for you, and I think that they just want to feel your love and acceptance of not only all of the hard work that they've done, the transformation that they've gone through, but they want to, they really just want to be around you. They really just want to be around you. I feel like there's an energy of maybe they presented in the past like they had certain things in order. I feel like there's an energy of maybe they presented in the past like they had certain things in order. They weren't proud of that they had certain things in order or certain things together, and they weren't proud of themselves where they were at, which is why they felt like they needed to present certain things together. But you guys kind of mirrored each other in this way because it looks like you're building up your foundation as well. But you saw this about this person while they maybe thought that they presented in a very stable way, your foundation as well. But you saw this about this person while they maybe thought that they presented in a very stable way. You saw that they weren't very stable, but you still accepted them. Again, you saw that they weren't very stable, but you still accepted them. Again, you saw each other's shadows. You saw the things that you weren't proud of, but you still accepted this person. You still wanted to build with this person at that time, but I feel like obviously you guys needed to work on your own foundations. So this is, you still wanted to build with this person at that time, but I feel like obviously you guys needed to work on your own foundations. So this is something that this person is really working hard to put together so that they can come and present the way that they know that they can, in the best way that they can. Now the Hierophant, was this upright or reverse? Upright. The Hierophant, this could lead to a very long-term commitment, and or Taurus. This could lead to a very long-term commitment, and or Taurus. And then we have this upright reverse. I don't think that this person ever not really considered having you in their life in this capacity, maybe they did because you guys were clearly in separation, but I think that something always brought them back to you. Because we have the Six of Swords in reverse. I think that they've always... Because we have the Six of Swords in reverse. I think that they've always kind of pictured a long-term thing with you is what I'm saying. Pictured a long-term thing with you is what I'm saying. They really just...